Hey, Five Stone family, so thankful that you have signed up to be a part of Day at the Park. We wanted to just give you some information about how to make Day at the Park a success for you and for your group and those that show up at your park. We want to just be the church, as we have said all along about this event. We want to take the church to the people. Tilly Bergen, founder of Mission Arlington, she would always say, and we want to take the church to the people and hover around John 3:16. And that's what we want to do. This is how we've done it. We've picked out a lot of different parks in the area. And so we want you to be the minister at this park, to do this. And so we have three things that we want you to know to get ready for the Day at the Park so that you can make your park a super success. So the first thing is to scout out your park. And so you've signed up for a particular park. And so, man, I encourage you over the next couple of weeks, scout it out. Find out what makes this park a popular park. Who are the people that go there? What kind of activities do they like to do? What's available at the park? Is there a grill? Is there ballparks? Is there walking trails? Is there a dog park? Is there what makes it a fun place for people to gather? And so kind of scout it out. What would be strategic ways that we could connect to people at this park and activities that we could do? And so then step two is to make a plan. What's the plan of how can we interact and engage people at these parks? Maybe it's a park that there's a lot of ball fields and there's a lot of young kids that are going to be coming in and out. So maybe a good plan would be, man, let's get a bunch of icy pops and let's just hand those out to the kids as they're coming off the ball field and they're playing. Or maybe it's a lot of playgrounds and there's ways that you can connect with kids, and maybe it's like taking a bunch of water bottles out there and just handing out to families that may be hot. And maybe it's a place that there's a lot of good pavilions and there's good grilling places. So maybe you want to cook hot dogs and hamburgers and hand those out to people that are just hanging out at the park and being able to connect with them. Whatever makes a good connection, what's a good plan that you could do? What we want to do as a church is to help each park and each community that's going to reach out to these. And so we want to give you guys up to $100, and we're going to reimburse you for any expenses that you guys incur. And so we want to, help you guys out, man, to encourage you to, cook some stuff. Or, I know some groups are even thinking about taking prepackaged cookies or things that they could just hand out to people at the park, and just ways to connect with them and just to have some way of engaging in conversation as they're handing out some different items to them in the park. And so make a plan and figure out what is that's going to make it. And then you want to gather those materials that's going to make your plan work. Maybe it's some yard games, some cornhole or other kind of yard games that you can just go out there and have some things to play with other people, and just encourage them that they can take part in it or use y'all's equipment and things like that. And it helps you to have an opportunity to engage in conversation and be ready to just talk to them and just be Jesus and just be able to connect with them in a personal way. And then the third thing is be ready to share the gospel. And so we want to make sure that you're trained and ready to know how to share your story as well as the story of the gospel. So we've put some information on our website, fivestonechurch.com/park, that we want to give you just some resources in case you're kind of nervous about sharing the gospel or sharing your story. We want to make sure you're trained up and ready to go to share your story. So you can click on those links below or on that website to find out ways to know how to be ready and prepared to share your story and to be able to share just what God's done for you in a really concise way. As you think about the blind man, maybe sometimes you don't feel like you know a lot about the gospel, or you don't have the whole Bible memorized or have all the answers, but what you do have is your story. And just like the blind man and Jesus, in the story of Jesus, is that he healed him, but he's like, all I know is I was blind and now I see. You have your story of what God has done and how he's changed your life, and to be able to be ready to share that with others. But then to share the story of the gospel. We want you to be able to share the gospel in a concise way. One of the ways at Five Stone that we enjoy sharing the gospel is through the 3 circles method. You may have a way that you like to share the gospel that's not that, and that's fine. We want you just to be comfortable sharing the gospel. But below on this webpage, you'll be able to see a place of where you can learn the three circles or even get refreshed on how to share that story and how to share the gospel through the three circles method. And we would love for you to be ready and equipped to be able to share that with others. We're also going to give you an information card about Five Stone Community Church that you can give out to people if they want to know more information about our church or how they can connect with us or to our community. And so we'd love for you to be able to have those as well. And they'll be available to each park so that you can hand those out and give those to people to let them know about Five Stone. Man, and we are so thankful that you're going to be a part of Day at the Park. We hope it is just a blessed day where we get to be the church in the community and to show the people what the church is really about, and about loving Jesus and loving others because of what Jesus has done for us. So thank you for helping us to share this message, and we hope you have a great time at Day at the Park.